For questions from you. We have interesting personalities sitting over here. So kindly, I will throw it open. Any questions immediately? We could take it up for about 5-10 minutes.
Thank you. My name is Rajendran. I work for Everrenew as a Chief Asset Officer. My question is to Mr. Mahendra Kumar. Two questions actually. Solar has already taken over the other forms of renewable energy. And we also have a very ambitious target of 300 megawatts of solar by 2030. We started manufacturing the modules here, and cells are also being manufactured. But silicon, the dependency is still heavily on China. I understand that from the lignite mines, silicon can be extracted. So, is there any plans for NLC to get into the silicon?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. There was. It's not working. We have a good quantity of silica, but mostly foundry grade and glass grade, flat glass grade. And the economics of shifting that to a farther location where it can be used, it's not semiconductor grade fundamentally. We have made a study. Foundry grade is available in good quantity. Foundries are not available in the nearby because you'll have to transport it. But fundamentally, we are now moving on to M-sand. We are moving on to M-sand because sustainably using the waste to wealth. But we don't have semiconductor grade silicon for that, sir. Glass grade, flat glass grade is available. Moving it for a distance of 200 kilometers the economics didn't turn well. We made a study, and this is what is the outcome of that. We have silica. Yes.
So the other question is, you talked about the land challenges, right? I have been to NLC. NLC has a huge lands, and some mines are also here closing, and reclamation of mines is possible. So why don't we look into the possibility of install a 500 megawatt of solar plant and do a thermal solar hybrid?
True, we are on to that. Our first mined out 50 megawatt solar plant is expected to be commissioned by January 2025. Already we have started piling up the work. The only thing which we are a little cautiously trading, because the land is available for a very long period of time, we have mandate of afforestation. Because how much you disturb the land, its fertility is lost, we'll have to give back to the Ministry of Coal for some kind of afforestation. But still we have got large patches of land. The first 50 megawatt mined out solar plant is expected to be commissioned by January 2025. Maybe in another 2 months, solar module fixing work is going on. But we are little cautious on that. The land stability, the Kadalur, we call it as Kadalur sand, has got a quality of getting compressed even after 50 years of time. Your pile foundation, which has to have a clear tracking of sun, you can't twist it, turn it, because once we tried it with our explosive building, magazine building, it collapsed after 5 years. We are little cautious, but this time we have taken much investment to the geotechnical study, and we have made some higher investment. We are cautiously trading on it. We have 50 megawatt to be commissioned. The success would decide our 160 megawatt, which is on cards. We have a card, but it is yet to come. Based on this success, we'll go for that. True.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. True, sir. We have artificial lakes within that.
Mr. Vaibhav Dalvi, one question for you. What's the RT of your batteries?
Yeah, that's a very good question. So if you look into the electrochemical class of batteries or any class of energy storage, the RT would be always there. Yeah. So it depends on the many factors. So first important factor is load profile. Yeah. Like in old time when I was kid, I used to saw some the bike at a Hero or whichever company, they used to claim 1 liter will go 100 kilometers. Yeah, and there will be a lot of asterisk and marks and something, and lot of kind of small wording will be there. So always it depends on many factors. Some RD could be, some technology could be claiming 90-95% all like that also. But let's look into what's the load profile there first of all. Yeah, what the reference load profile. Then it also look into the end of life they're talking, or what's the beginning of life, what's the end of life, those kind of, because RT, when you look on RTC, the consumer wants very stable, but for the battery or storage, look into those kind of aspects also. Yeah, degradation rate, what they're talking about. Yeah, then importantly, we also look into the aux power consumption. Is that really included or not included? So whenever this RT comes, actually is kind of a confidential information. Most of cases for given profile, yeah, Obviously, there will be some marketing gimmick will be there, but some would be real. So always depends on project to project. We need to look into this RT and look for the sizing. So end of the time, looking into RT is more about on sizing and looking into levelized cost of storage. Those are calculations. But you often talking about straight questions like this. So we claim DC-DC RT 85%. Yeah. But this RT dependency on sizing becomes lower once the project life is 20-25 years. So project life, then your discharge profile, and all these factors are important. And RT is just one of the element there, but we look into levelized cost of storage or levelized cost of energy, those kind of calculation to really look into apple to apple comparison. Otherwise, just talking about capex and RT is just, I would say, the one side of the element, yeah, but you're not looking the element, yeah, that elephant, I would say, yeah. So that's my answer to you.
Thank you. But it is very important for our consumers.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, the policy support, because some of the tenders, we look into, they mention RT, let's say, 90%, yeah. And there is, I don't know many technology that goes beyond 90% just on lithium-ion batteries. So that means there is no scope for flow batteries or compressed air or any other technologies, yeah. So that's why I'm urging, yesterday also I was urging to ministry, I mean, RT is just one of the factors, we may not be in that influencing if the project life is high. So at least give us scope or level playing field for the other technologies to compete, or at least give us some pie so that we can be our own, yeah. So that kind of policy support we are looking into for this kind of other technology, I would say. Otherwise, all tenders easily can accommodate one technology, but just imagine if one technology is absorbing all the pie, where are we when we don't have any resources? Yeah, and then easy to manipulate for many other things, because it's just the technology. Then the value chain looking into the converters and other things, yeah, that also need to modify it with certain technologies. Then it's like it's a one man's game, that we are looking into. So that I don't want government to be falling. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you. Maybe.
Good afternoon. Ravi Shankar from Ashok Leyland. Question to Mr. Mahendra. Sir, you were telling about the rooftop solar and all. Here it is in a slow phase when compared to the abroad thing. But here policy needs to be changed, sir, because if, for example, if you go beyond 1 megawatt, then net metering, vis-a-vis, it is not available in Tamil Nadu. They are not permitting net metering facility. In Rajasthan, our Alwar plant, we were having a capacity of 1 megawatt with net metering. And I want to enhance the capacity. So we are also striving for enhancing our renewable energy percentage. So the moment I apply for another 500 kilowatt of capacity, they are telling that net metering to be surrendered. And similarly, Tamil Nadu, they are not coming with an open policy on net metering. Then that will be encouraging more and more industries to go for these rooftop solar installations. How about your view, or how to take it with the policy builders or person who are creating this policy? So that will ease out, and all the companies will be coming forward for this rooftop installations.
This looks like a question more for Mr. Vinodhan rather than.
Yes, now net metering is given up to 1 megawatt. For exceeding 1 megawatt, we are proposing a reverse power flow relay. So because to speed up because if we want to increase it in large scale, the transmission capacity planning is also needed. So only we have restricted to 1 megawatt. Maybe in course of time, as time's gone, we also extend that facility for the higher capacity also. So in first phase, now we have restricted to 1 megawatt capacity.
So Tamil Nadu net metering has come. Tamil Nadu.
No, up to 1 megawatt.
No, even up to 1 megawatt also.
We give net feeding facility.
Okay.
We are giving net metering for domestic as well as for the group housing and common housing facility services.
For industries, sir.
For industries, we are giving only net feeding.
Net feeding, that is, you will be giving some reduction in the cost. You will be reimbursing some amount for the units which is being sent to the grid.
Yeah, that is money to money adjustment.
Okay.
For whatever units generated, it be given. Equivalent money will be given like that. Only for the domestic and for the common services, for the group housing schemes, net metering is there.
Okay. But any chance of implementing this net metering for industries?
It will have large impact on the revenue of the DISCOM. We have to study in detail. We have to study the implications.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Sorry, I'm Kirtivasan from Eval. We are talking about the 15-minute slots which has to be announced in Tamil Nadu, and we are still waiting for that announcement of that. So as there is a question from Ashok Lailand, once again I want to review that one same thing, which you are talking about net feed in. Today we are talking about the net feed in of 2 rupee 80 paise per kilowatt, which we are talking about in Tamil Nadu, whereas other states are gone up with the net metering till 1 megawatt. So recently Andhra also announced that policy. But we are still talking about 10 kilowatt facility only in Tamil Nadu. Will it be not disturb the industries to come up with the net feeder? For an example of that, the net feed in facility in project viability, the ROI comes to 5 years and 6 months. In case of, if I can go back with the net metering policy, I can get back my ROI by 3 years. So, is it not the one that it make complication between the policies, sir? Between the other state to this? That's my first question. Second is these 15-minute slots, which is talking about in Tamil Nadu, which they announced in the month of August, but still officially it's been not amended into the policy. Whether any feedback on that can be shared, sir, please.
Sir, regarding the first question, as I told earlier, net metering now we are extending only to domestic and net feeding facility for the other categories of consumers, because there will be heavy revenue implication if we introduce net metering for the commercial and industrial activities. So we have to balance both interest of the developers, industrialists, as well as the DISCOM. So we have to study in detail, and maybe in course of time we may move towards that. So now as on today, we have given only for the domestic sectors. Okay. The next is that 15 minutes slot wise. Because as more RE is now penetrating into the grid, the managing grid is very, very, very tough. Similarly, open access, private players, private power generators, all power is coming. So the entire, the 24-hour duration is split into 96 slots of 15 minutes, and we are going to implement so as to efficiently manage the grid. So further the software, the tool models are under development. So shortly it will be implemented, sir. But we are giving cushion for some margin and all, we are giving cushion. So in course of time it will be implemented. That software, that all is under development.
So we like to know if there is the 15-minute slots, what is the banking charges and other thing to be declared so far? It is not clear in the policy too, sir.
No, this repowering policy, we, for the windmills we have introduced, no? In that
I'm talking about solar power, sir. Sorry.
Solar power is only, now monthly banking is there. So in that corresponding slots, you can give right now for solar, we have got only monthly banking. The two slot wise, we have divided the entire day into night peak, morning peak, daytime, off peak, like that. Now it is permitted across the month. When we implement this 15 minutes slot, maybe on studying in detail, it may be extended for a month. That is that 15 minutes for all the days within that slot will be permitted, but it all will come later. Only
Thank you.
Now we couldn't confirm it.
Thank you, gentlemen. I'm sure you will have lots of questions for the panelists, particularly Mr. Vinodhan, I'm sure. So we will stop further questions here. We'll take them offline, and they are available here. You can always discuss with them. Thanks a lot to the panelists, and once again, thanks to FICCI for giving this opportunity. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you to all the speakers, and we have a small memento token of love to be presented here. And I request the moderator, Mr. Shantakumar, member, FICCI Tamil Nadu Energy Panel and CEO, eClouds Energy, to present the memento to Mr. R.K. Vinodhan, the Director, Technical, Tamil Nadu Green Energy Corporate Limited. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you for sharing your knowledge. Indeed, it was a pleasure listening to you.